Epic Confections. If you're new here, smash that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that bell notification for new epic videos every single week, darling. Well, like I said last week, the Halloween Queen is back. The holiday whore is here for a brand new Halloween cake tutorial. I hope y'all are staying safe and wearing a mask, because if you don't wear a mask, just saying. That's what happened to him. So I've had this cake in the back of my head for a couple weeks now, and I just didn't really know how to execute it. So today, we're gonna execute it. Today, I'm going to be making an evil root beer float. Without further ado, let's get started. Let's do it. Okay, to start this evil root beer float, I have here some fondant. I have a little bit of cornstarch. That's a lot of cornstarch. I'm not going to use it all. Here I have a little cardboard disc that I measured out to the diameter of the glass that we'll be using, which is right here. It's going to go on top. And I just had a leftover cupcake. So this is just a pink lemon raspberry cupcake, and I just cut it in half. And I also have a strip of cardboard that I just folded because we're going to be holding his mouth open, so we need something to support that. So to start, I'm just going to work my fondant a little bit. Work it. So I'm just laying down a little bit of cornstarch, just putting a little bit on my roller, and I'm just rolling it out. Here I have a batch of white American buttercream, and I'm just going to be taking the top of the cupcake. We're not going to do the bottom yet. So I'm just holding that cupcake in my hand, just giving it a little crumb coat of buttercream so that this fondant has something to stick to.
Make sure you get all the edges.
Next, I'm just going to cover the top of that cupcake, making sure it's all sticking to the top of it, just using my hands. Just taking a knife and just cutting around my cupcake, maybe just 1/4 of an inch around. Lift my cupcake up, putting a little bit of buttercream at the bottom, and now I'm just folding in the rest of that fondant, just like that. Just gonna put that aside, and now we're gonna work on the bottom half of our cupcake. So I just put a little bit of buttercream down on my board so that when I put the cupcake on, it has something to stick to. Just applying a little bit of buttercream all the way around the cupcake. And once again, I'm just gonna roll out a little piece of fondant to cover this guy. Put a little bit of buttercream on your board so it sticks. I forgot to tell you that. And we're just gonna cover this guy. And we're gonna apply a little bit of buttercream again on the bottom of our board. And as I'm folding the buttercream over my board, I'm kind of pinching it a little bit so that it has some ridges. Cause you know, like on the bottom of like an ice cream scoop, it has that little ridge. So I'm just kind of pinching it like that. We are going to make him have his mouth open. So that's where this little piece of cardboard comes into play. Again, I just cut a strip of cardboard. There's a fly. There it is. I'm not Mike Pence. Leave me alone, bitch. Just putting a little bit of buttercream on the back of my little cardboard strip there. And I'm gonna place him right in the middle of the bottom of the cupcake. And then taking my top, just like that. And we're gonna cover all this up with a little bit of buttercream. So next I'm just gonna figure out where the front of the top of the cupcake's gonna be, and I'm gonna indent where his eyes are gonna be. And I'm just indenting with my little Wilson tool, pressing hard, but also gingerly. And these are really cool gummy ball, or whatever candy. So I'm trying to make my indent as large as this little gummy so that it sits right in there. So next I'm just taking my little spatula And I'm just taking a little bit of buttercream and we're just gonna spread that all inside of his mouth so that it covers up your board. I know this doesn't look like much now. We're gonna throw this into the fridge. I'm gonna put it on a plate, throw it into the fridge for a good half hour, let it kind of set. And then we're gonna make our root beer float, put this on top of the root beer float and finish off the details. Let's do it. So here I have some root beer. I love root beer. I'm just gonna pour it in my glass. That would only happen to me. Not impressed. Make sure that your cup doesn't overflow. Next, I have some body parts, some fingers and ears and eyeballs. They're plastic. I gave them a good rinse off. Yes, I'm gonna put them in my drink. So if anybody's asking, is it food safe? I don't know, probably not. But you know what? I'll drink it. So I'm just shoving all of those in there. There we go. Yeah. So, I mean, if you did want to use something that's really, really, really super food safe, they have like the gummies at the dollar store as well, the gummy body parts. They would probably dissolve, but I mean, it would be really cool to put that in a drink as well. So here I have some ice cream. Just taking a little bit, just putting a little bit at the top there. And it gives you that really kind of weird, like murky water. Just using my spoon and kind of stirring it up a little bit. Ew, that's so gross. Kids would love this. So next, I just pulled out our little creature from the freezer. So this guy's gonna go right on top. Just like that. And those little ridges that you pinched before, just kind of droop them over the top of the glass. So to get that vanilla ice creamy texture, we are covering this entire thing with white buttercream. Oh my god, the fly landed. Did you see that? What the fuck? Again, I'm not Mike Pence. So next I just put a medium-sized tip on my piping bag. We're gonna go ahead and do some teeth. So, kind of like if you're piping royal icing, I'm gonna put a lot of pressure where I want it, release that pressure, and pull the bag out, and it should give you kind of like a sharp tooth looking type thing. So next I'm gonna stick in the eyeballs, and again, we already made those kind of crevices. I'm gonna use a little bit of strawberry syrup just in the corner of his mouth. Kind of have that dripping down the entire side of the cake. Have a little straw here. I'm just gonna cut it. Just gonna place it right in the cupcake. And of course the milkshake needs a cherry. So this cherry is a little large, so I'm just gonna kind of cut it in half. And that's actually gonna be our nose. Look at that, it's so fun. It's so fun. Kind of looks like a creepy clown. So I'm gonna start with a little bit of brown, actually. I just kind of want to make him look a little aged. That's it, guys. This is the evil root beer float. I hope you like what you saw. If you did, smash that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell notification for new epic Halloween videos every single week. Thank you guys so, so much. Stay safe, wear a mask, and we'll see you all next week. Mwah.